The world of trophies is a wondrous land, where legends of many universes cohabitate. It is a land of monsters and heroes, full of beings made of the very fabric of imagination and the childish desire of play. The god of this fantastic realm is Master Hand, the spirit of creativity and the will of expanding stories and always promising a further chapter. However, creativity by its mere essence must evoke the avatar of an empty mind, devoid of the artistic spark of storytelling, one who seeks to stop the music at the dance, one who lusts after the quietness of an empty playroom, where the excited cheers of the players can no longer disturb the silence, one who gazes at the pure enjoyment of a world in which Mario and Kirby can go toe-to-toe and calls it a sin of nature, a taboo. This being is who we will be discussing today. Who is Tabuu? Is he just the general of the subspace army with interest purely militaristic? Is he the final notes of the orchestral piece of the universe, hungering for the quiet death of entropy? Or is he something more, something beyond the confines of a single game? Thank you for watching Rebel Culture. Today, we will seek to answer all of those questions. So if you find them interesting, please hit the like button and stick around to see how we answer them. Ready? Then let's venture to a world parallel to ours, a universe called Subspace. With the release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii in 2008, the world was graced with one of the best stories ever told in gaming. The story mode of this game, in which virtually every character of Nintendo's multiple franchises was represented, stood as a jewel in the face of a 12-year-old boy who could only marvel at the events that he was witnessing. Mario and Link engaging in a ferocious battle, King Dedede morphing from villain to hero, probably due to his many encounters with Kirby's purity, and Lucas finding his inner strength with the help of the Pokemon trainer and Ness. It was glorious, or at least it was until the Blue Mastermind was presented. The camera panned out and revealed the cosmic threat behind the supposed god of creativity regulating this world. Tied down and desecrated, Master Hand was nothing but a puppet. I remember when his name appeared on the screen. Tabuu, in all caps, an honored treatment only given to the heroes and villains of these mythical video game franchises. And then, with a single shake of his wings, the entirety of Nintendo's characters present in Subspace were turned into trophies. And the cutscene let us know the impact of the situation with a prolonged shot of the utter silence engulfing the subspace, and the empty looks on the trophied stars. Tabuu is a fascinating character that has followed me for much of my adult life. In one way or another, he pops into my mind, the scene of the trophies replaying in the theater of my imagination as I do my taxes or go to work. The hold that this animatic character has on me is ineffable. Like, it does not matter how many times I see him contorting at the end of the story after having been defeated, his soul lingers on, as a whisper in each of the actions that distance me from the kid who could experience such wonder just by seeing Kirby destroying a giant cannon with his trusty Dragoon starship. But what do we know about Tabuu? The lore of Tabuu's story can be pieced out of several trophies obtained by playing the main campaign and the other secondary game modes of Brawl. His story goes on something like this. Tabuu is a cosmic conqueror. Tied to the subspace universe, he seeks to dominate other universes, as he has for many eons, and one fateful day, his eyes focus on the world of trophies, the universe where all of Nintendo's characters coexist. Being as he is tied to the subspace, he first needs to expand his domain over the world of trophies before he can even arrive in that world. So his first step is to expand his subspace army with beings that can walk the world of trophies. Enter the Rob. In this universe, the Rob are loyal beings that live in the land of ancients, and they are the ones that first feel Tabuu's presence, and his threats and manipulation lead them to either follow him as their leader, as it seems to be the case with the ancient minister, or more probably, due to the Rob's reticence and downright fear in their faces before they detonate the subspace bombs, were threatened with annihilation if they were to refuse. Once Tabuu's foot soldiers were in line, subspace bombs began exploding in the world of trophies, and thus his subspace began engulfing the world, bringing the land where the bombs exploded into his domain. But the ROVs were not the only discovery made by the Cosmic Conqueror. Tabuu is also a brilliant physicist, and was made aware of a particular particle capable of taking the form of any living being, copying their structure. This particle, made of the purest darkness, called in the game the subspace bugs, was extracted from a primordial being found roaming the land of trophies, Mr. Game & Watch. It is unknown how Tabuu came into contact with Mr. Game & Watch, or how he managed to extract the essence of the shadow bugs from the poor victim, though it is heavily speculated that due to him being such an old video game character, he has a greater level of cosmic awareness. In many ways, due to its age and him having been present at the genesis of the world of trophies, since it was one of Nintendo's earliest video game characters. Tabuu manages to extract Mr. Game & Watch's essence and engineer the shadow bugs, which are then used by the villains to copy the defeated heroes and turn them into dark versions of themselves. Like it happens with Diddy Kong, Peach or Zelda, and with every character that gets turned into a trophy and replicated in Tabuu's labyrinth at the end of the game. The final step in Tabuu's plan required him to gain dominion over the creative spirit in this world, the Master Hand of Creation. In the original Super Smash Bros. For the NES, Master Hand's trophy is defined as the mysterious source of creation in the Smash Bros. Universe. What this implies is that the Master Hand in this universe is not the same mid-tier boss from the Kirby franchise, but instead a being of cosmic power that embodies creation itself. In the original Smash game, we see the toys that build up the world of trophies are quite literally moved around by the Master Hand and given life by it. It has been speculated that the Master Hand is the right hand of a larger cosmic being, or perhaps the personification of the player itself, that brings to life these characters with their own hands as he presses the buttons on the controller. However, its lore is quite clear. Master Hand is the spirit of creation, so when Tabuu uses his chains of light to subjugate this cosmic creator, he can also manipulate the villains who think are serving Master Hand into doing Tabuu's ultimate bidding, ensuring that the ROVs are successful in detonating the subspace bombs and thereby expand his dominion over the world of trophies. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing to Rebel Culture. We have other videos that you might enjoy, like the Dark God of Pokemon or the Cosmic Horror in Kirby games. So thank you, and now let's get back to the video. Okay, so this is everything we know about Tabuu, everything that the game tells us, be it through cutscenes or in trophy descriptions, but I believe that Tabuu is something more than a mere cosmic conqueror. I believe that he represents a primordial being of stillness and nihilism. You think I'm exaggerating? Let me explain. I believe that there are two types of villains in fiction, differentiated by what their ultimate objectives might be. It does not matter whether one is more powerful than other lore-wise. What matters is what they believe about the world they inhabit. On the one hand, there is the antagonistic force of play, while on the other one, there is the antagonistic force of stillness. To understand the difference between them, I want you to think of the differences that exist between Loki and Thanos in the MCU, or between Voldemort and Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter, or between Bowser and Tabuu in Smash. Yeah, you did not expect a video about Tabuu will include an analysis of Dolores Umbridge, did you? I believe Voldemort, Bowser and Loki are examples of the first sort of antagonism as a force of play. We as an audience engage with an opposing force that seeks to destroy our main hero, and reach catharsis when it is finally defeated. Voldemort enjoys fighting Harry and Dumbledore, sometimes overtly giggling, as if aware of the spectacle he's giving to us. Think of the best duel in all of the Harry Potter series, the battle in the Ministry of Magic in the Order of the Phoenix. Tom Riddle is ecstatic, enjoying every second of it. He creates a big fire snake, gathers the broken glasses and throws them at Dumbledore. It is incredible for the audience, and you can see that Voldemort might stand for everything that the movie says it does not, but at least he gets just how cool magic duels can be. You know who does not get this? Umbridge. I have constantly heard people say that no matter how evil Voldemort is, after watching The Order of the Phoenix, their hate for Umbridge is superior. And I believe that the reason for this is that Umbridge is part of that second kind of villain. Just like Tabuu and Thanos in the MCU. They don't wanna play. They don't care about the damage they do to the audience. They want to end the game. Umbridge wants to turn our story about battling wizards into a boring story of teenagers studying and passing their exams. And of course, no one's allowed in the classroom. Same with Thanos. Loki might be the first villain the Avengers face, but just like Voldemort, he's happy and quippy during the Battle of New York. He likes to play the role of the villain. But Thanos is there for one thing only. He will take away half of our toys with a snap, and there is nothing we can do about it. When Tabuu turns almost the entire cast of the Smash Brawl franchise into soulless trophies at the gates of the Great Subspace Labyrinth, he embodies the spirit of the antagonistic force of stillness, who seeks to take away your toys and fun. Tabuu literally dominates the spirit of creativity, tying the master hand of players into a bind, as if he was saying, "Don't you see that you're just wasting your time? Grow up already and go study or to work. Playing video games is for children, and you should stop right now." In other words, in his eyes, a grown-ass man or woman enjoying the spectacle of Nintendo characters is a societal taboo. And that is why I believe Tabuu is probably my favorite Nintendo villain, because no matter how many times Bowser steals speech, each and every one of those times will be a chance for Mario to rescue her and for us to enjoy beating him. But it is against beings of stillness like Tabuu that we must truly rise against those that try to tie the hands of creativity with knots of shame and bitter words, beings who might abuse their power to make us feel empty and take away our story. So thank you for watching this video of Rebel Culture. If you enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing, and we will see you in the next one.